Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am finally getting around to doing a full in-depth tutorial and review over the Bare Minerals bareSkin Serum Foundation. So I have already done two previous videos over this foundation. One was just an update and one was a first impressions video. And I couldn't help but to notice that a lot of subscribers had said that they had already returned the foundation because it didn't last on their skin, it clinged to dry patches, it didn't sit properly on the skin. There was just a lot of problems I felt that people were having, and I really tried my hardest to reply in the comment section to kind of give you guys some tips, but obviously just doing a full entire video over this foundation is going to be the best way to do it. And I first want to point out that this foundation is unlike anything that is going to be in your collection or anything that you've tried before. The Bare Minerals bareSkin Serum Foundation is a revolutionary foundation. There's absolutely no binders or fillers in it. So of course it's going to have a different texture to it. It's going to look different on the skin. It's just going to be different from what you're used to in a regular liquid foundation. So the point I'm trying to get across here is that I think it's really important that you take your time with this foundation to find products and combinations that work well with your specific skin type. There's some women who can wear bareSkin totally on their own with nothing to set it. It lasts all day, it's fine. There's some women who it would melt off in 10 seconds. So like any other foundation out there, you're gonna have to work with it and figure out products that are going to work best with your skin type. Another issue and kind of argument in my previous videos was a lot of people were saying that the problem was that people were using too much. Some women were saying you only need 1 drop for your entire face, and then some women were like, I need 8 drops for my entire face. Let me just be clear with this. Use as many drops as you want. Use as many drops as you need. There's no rhyme or reason to this. Just because the bottle says, oh, use 6 to 8 drops for full coverage, you may need less than that and you may need more than that. Nobody's going to be the same. So I don't think that's going to be an issue with anything. Don't let anyone try to tell you that you need 1 to 2 drops for your entire face. It's not like that. Everyone's going to be totally different. Nonetheless, I think that I have come up with a totally just perfect combination of products that have been working out for me throughout the past month. I'm just absolutely pleased. What you see on my skin right now is all 100% Bare Minerals. It is the Serum Foundation with a few other products added in, and I hope to, in the kind of tutorial, recommend some products to you guys, and just overall my combination I'm hoping will really work for a lot of you guys who have kind of been struggling to find products that work alongside the bareSkin, because I have used this on myself, I have used this on clients, and the method that I have been using I feel like is just absolutely gold. So I'm going to stop babbling and go ahead and get into the tutorial.
First things first, I'm starting out with my Bare Minerals Brightening Primer. I do think it is essential to wear a primer alongside this foundation, especially if you're worried about the longevity and it going on smoother. And I also have noticed that most primers work really well with the foundation. I'm going in with my color, which is 06 Bare Satin. I have actually changed colors. I was wearing 07 Bare Natural. Surprisingly, the Bare Satin has been showing up a little bit darker on my skin tone, and I think that's because it has a bit more of a cooler undertone to it. I love that all of the cool tone foundations in this line do not come off on the skin as being pink. They're just very natural, and this shade has just been working really well for me lately. It is important to shake up the foundation before you use it because there aren't any binders or fillers in it, and it actually may come out as a clear liquid if you do not. I'm taking about 2.5 to 3 drops on my Real Techniques buffing brush. I got a lot of questions about this brush in my last video, and a lot of people said that they couldn't find it anywhere online, and that's because it only comes in the Real Techniques core collection. You cannot buy this brush individually, it only comes in a set. As far as the Real Techniques brush goes compared to the Perfecting Face brush, I think both of the brushes work really well. I think if you prefer more of a stiff, smaller brush, you're going to like the Perfecting Face brush better. And if you prefer more of a fluffier, kind of larger brush, you're going to like the Real Techniques buffing brush better. This has just kind of been my preference lately. I switch up my brushes every now and then, but I do prefer something that is just a little bit more fluffier, and the Real Techniques buffing brush kind of gives me that. The next product I'm taking is the Bare Minerals Correcting Concealer, and my shade is in medium 2. This is the cream concealer, obviously, by Bare Minerals, and most of you guys know that I wasn't a huge fan of this before bareSkin came out. But after I tried it with bareSkin, the creamy texture of both of the products absolutely just melt into your skin, and they just look beautiful. I love using this concealer now with the foundation. And another problem people were coming across, I noticed, was that the foundation wasn't staying on the nose very well. So what I actually have found is that I don't really apply a lot of foundation to my nose area. Instead, I go in with the correcting concealer, and I think that because the concealer is just a little bit thicker, it just works a little bit better on the nose area. To set all of that, I mix my Summer Bisque powder concealer with my powder foundation from Bare Minerals. The only reason I'm mixing my foundation is because the Summer Bisque is a little bit too light for me right now, and this is a tip that I give people. If your powder concealer is a little bit too light for you, mix a bit of your foundation into it, and it will help to darken up the overall look and the actual product itself. So this was really the big turning point for me. As you guys know, I mentioned that I just absolutely did not like setting the bareSkin foundation with my powder foundations. My Ready foundation was just too heavy, and my original foundation just didn't seem to work well alongside the bareSkin. After I found just kind of setting my eye area and my T-zone with the Summer Bisque, I was mind blown. It absolutely will change your whole outlook on this foundation, and I would recommend everyone to try this technique. Then I'm going in with my Bare Minerals Warmth. I've really been liking the warmth with the bareSkin. It just seems to set really nicely with it. And basically after this, I'm just doing my regular contour routine, my blush, my highlighter, and my veil. I think, again, the turning point for me was kind of the two concealers that I've kind of alternated with. The correcting concealer itself just helps to give me extra coverage, and then I found that I really can't leave this foundation without setting it with something, and by using the Summer Bisque in just the areas that I need it, I think it has really it's made everything amazing for me. It's just made everything look so much better. It lasts all day. It's foolproof, guys, and I hope this tutorial has helped you guys out. I hope it's given you some type of guide. If you were missing products, if something wasn't working out for you, I hope I managed to help you guys out in some way. And that is pretty much all I do to get this look. And if you guys, again, have any questions for me, feel free to leave them down below. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.